Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday. I'm wishing you guys a happy Tuesday, and I pray that your morning is going well for you and your family. Every day when we wake up, we grab our phones to check the time, the weather, the schedule, and whatever it might be that you check. And we cannot avoid the news that come through our phones every morning, right? And it is true. There's always bad news before you hear something good. And now, feels like the whole world is at war, and the whole world is under natural disasters. So a lot of things are happening, and there's a lot of going on. And sometimes we don't even know tomorrow. We never know tomorrow because only God knows tomorrow. But sometimes we plan, we kind of have an idea, right? But now we are living those days that we don't know. And so last month, we were hit with somebody's death that shook everybody because it's something that shouldn't happen. It wasn't the person's time. And so, we've been going back and forth to Las Vegas to support the immediate family and the close to the young person that lost his life. So, and because of the situation, every day I wake up, I make sure that I'm thinking about my family. I'm thinking about my husband, our daughters. I'm thinking about my parents, my siblings. I'm thinking about my friends, and I'm thinking about coworkers. I'm thinking about people in general, because we are human beings, and sometimes we get so busy with life that we forget about other people, right? We get so busy with work. We get so busy, like me, I'm always, when I'm not working, I'm always working, either in the garden or at home or with my job or outside. So I'm always busy, right? So a lot of times I don't really have the time to be on the phone because I'm always doing something. But since we got the bad news and what it has been causing, my heart is always no worry, because I know that God is in control. No matter what happens, He's in control. But I'm in a position that I'm like, okay, today cannot just be about me. So every day I make sure that I tell myself, today I want to be a light. Today I want to make sure that instead of making somebody's days harder, I want to make somebody's day easier. I want to bless somebody with something. But I also include myself, right? Because sometimes we get busy with everything and everyone, and we neglect ourselves. So I don't want either one of us to neglect ourselves, because we do matter. I just want us to be aware of other people's situations as well. So today I just want to remind you that many times, we take the time to go to social media and put a like on somebody's post, or we text somebody back, right? Or if somebody tried to call us, we respond. We reject the call and we respond with the text. Today I just want to remind myself and you that a simple call can save somebody's lives. It does not mean that if you have lost a loved one, that for whatever reason you weren't able to text them back or to call them back. Please, I don't want you to feel bad, because sometimes in life it happens and we never expect that. That is the last call or the last text, right? We always think, I'll get to them when I get to them. I will text them back. I will call them back when I get to them, because we are so busy. So, and today I just wanted to remind ourselves that it's so important that we get the time to call somebody, not just text or put a like, because when we text or put a like, we cannot hear their voices. We cannot hear if they are doing good or bad. Although some people are really good with hiding what they're really going through, because we don't want to be a burden on somebody else. We don't want to weigh somebody down. We don't want to stress people out with our circumstances, right? because right now, the way that we are in this world is that we are really not allowed to say I'm not okay. We are not allowed to have a lot of emotions. We are not allowed to complain. We are not allowed to vent, right? I meant vent. So because of that, a lot of us, we rather just swallow our own problems and just to keep to ourselves, right? Many people are suffering in silence. Many people are depressed. Many people are hurting. Many people are broken. Many people are lonely. And many people are suicidal. The suicide rate is so high right now because, society has told us that no, it's not okay for you to vent anymore, because venting means complaining, right? Which is not what it is. Venting simply means you trying to take the poison out of your heart so that you can heal. But today that is not how the world is, because we say everybody's busy, everybody has his own problems. So yes, this world is really changing, and we are becoming like robots, and we have to be humans again. We have to be humans again. We have to hug again. We have to love again. Especially here in the United States, we always say, I love you, I love you, I love you. And we hug. But a lot of times this hugs and the I love you, it doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean much, basically, because they are just words that we got so used to say it, and we just say it without thinking, right? Some cultures don't say I love you as much, because when they say I love you, they really mean it. So yes, I really would love for us to learn from that. It's not how many times I say I love you, it's how many times I say I love you and I really mean it, right? Because love is a strong word. A word is a beautiful word. It's a word of strength, right? So that's why it will be really nice for us to say I love you and really mean it. In many cultures, shaking the hand is less personal but more strong. But here we hug, right? We give a lot of hugs, but a lot of times our hugs don't have that real meaning, right? So a lot of times, a lot of people, they shake your hand is more meaningful than a hug. So I just want to remind us that when we hug someone, it's really because we are feeling that. We are having that love, right? Our hug should be a symbol of love. It should be filled with love, with compassion, with caring, right? Because we are human beings. And we are just forgetting that we are human beings, that we do need the human touch. We do need love. We do need to support one another, right? We need to be strong for one another and hold one another. But like I say, we are always busy, and we are always hitting the reject button when somebody's texting or calling us, right? Always somebody like me, because of the work I do, a lot of times I cannot get to my phone, or I cannot text because I'm busy. And by the time I look at my phone, I'm so overwhelmed by my day. Or sometimes I just forget because I'm like, I saw the text, but I was busy, or I was, working, and I could not look at my phone. And a lot of times I miss on people texts and messages, and text messages and calls. And sometimes, I'm sure that people, they feel like, oh my God, she is always rejecting my calls. It's like, no, it's the kind of work I do. Some jobs you can answer the phone. My job, I cannot be on the phone while I'm working, right? So there's really people that have legit reasons why they don't answer call, why they don't answer text. But, we just want to be mindful that us answer someone, it can save their lives. So yeah, today, like we see, the world is at war, and so many people are talking about hate and war and this and that we forget that the world has so much more to give, right? Love is so much stronger than hate. The love that we can share is so much stronger than the hate that the wars can bring in a society, right? Because every time there's a war or something happen, we're gonna share all that, but we forget to share about the love. So that's why, like, I decided to make this video this morning. It's just to remind you that you are important. that you matter as a human being. And if you're going through whatever you might be going through, just know that suicide is not the answer to your questions. It's not the answer to your pain. Because I know that a lot of people, when they do that, it's not because they hate or they don't care or they just hate their lives. A lot of people that commit suicide, they are not trying to stop living. They are trying to stop hurting. And they do that. Some don't even realize, okay, I cannot come back anymore. They just do that because, okay, I'm tired. And sometimes they're just caught out in that moment where they just feel overwhelmed with pain and frustration and anxiety and loneliness and depression, and they do it, but they really didn't mean to. And so one of the things that, if something happened like that, something like that happens to someone close to you, don't see that person as weak. Because, a lot of people that do it, it's not because they're weak. It's just because they were weak on that moment. Because there are many strong people that committed suicide. And so, if you are feeling weak at this moment, if you are feeling like there's no more hope and you are tired, just know there's always hope. As long you are breathing, as long you are alive, there's hope. Don't give up. And you feel lonely. Maybe you feel like maybe somebody's not paying attention to you. You're going through a divorce. You're going through a breakup. You're going through a loss. Just know that you will always be missed by someone. There's always someone. There's a Colombian song that says, life is beautiful. Although, even though it hurts sometimes, there's always someone that loves you. There is always someone that is touched by you. It might be your client, it might be your friend, your family, your coworker, anybody. Sometimes you don't know that you have touched somebody in the ways that you don't even know, but they do. So when you are no longer with us, those people will forever miss you, will forever think of you. So I pray to God that He gives you the strength so that you can go on and move on, and you can go through whatever you have to go through and still have peace and still have strength and still feel love, right? And try to find the strength somewhere. Ask Him where you can find that strength, right? I met a woman yesterday that she's the only child and she lost her mother and she doesn't have children, and she's like, I'm just trying to do whatever I need to do to be able to overcome this, because she said, I will never get over my mom's death. I will never get over not having my mom, but I'm trying to find anything that I can hold on to. And and she is right. She's right. I remember when I was very sick, the only thing that I couldn't hold on to it because I was too weak to do so, but my family, they held on to me. When I couldn't stand, they would help me walk. When I couldn't eat, they fed me, So I'm very grateful for that. But not everybody has that support, and I understand. So for those that don't have that support, I pray that you believe and you trust that God can give you the support that you need in His way. Because sometimes we think it's our way, but it's not. But today I just wanted to remind you, I don't want you to feel guilty if, maybe you didn't answer the last call, you didn't answer the last text. I just want us to learn from those experiences, to be a better person. If you have people that are honestly there for you and they care and they text you, it don't matter how busy you are, it don't matter how sad you are, try to reach out or even say thank you. Don't just give a thumbs up because, you make them feel like maybe there's no importance to you as you are to them. So don't avoid doing a thumbs up or, just say thank you. I appreciate you, because we have to appreciate those that are there for us. So appreciate the people that support you. Appreciate the people that are willing to go the extra mile to be there with you, right? Call your parents, call your siblings. When there's something going on in your family, in your cycle, in your circle, and put aside the differences, put aside whatever it might be that is dividing you guys, put aside all that and get united, because that can help save so many lives. So many people need love. So many people need support. So many people need a hug. We must be willing to go an extra mile for other people, right? Let's not be accustomed to the way of this world that says, you are too busy. It's my life. They have their own life. It's my world. I don't have time. No, this is where they're teaching. And because of that, we see even little kids as young as 7 years old are committing suicide, right? So this imitating this system, imitating this society is not leading to anything good, because day after day we only see how the world is getting worse to worse and to worse. Let us make the conscious decision to be better people. Reach out to people, especially if you have people that are really there for us in the times of need. And even when they don't have to be there, they text you, they say hi, I'm just texting you to say hi. Do the same. Do the same for those, because you don't want them to stop doing that for you. Do the same. Show that you are that you care. Show love. Show honor, right? And yeah, and do it for yourself and do it to others as well. Yeah, I just wanted to say, you never know when your call, your text will save someone's life. So have a wonderful day. May God bless you. May God fill you, your loved ones, and your home with love and peace. Bye.